Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Satisfactory. Please do start off by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. I have a slight confession to make. I began recording an episode only about 10 minutes or so into it, and then left to go away for a week. And when I came back, I accidentally deleted what I'd recorded, so I've done some stuff. As you can see, we are currently riding the moth, so we'll pet the moth. There we go. All this is stuff that we've already got. So this is our main iron factory down here. So we're producing screws and iron pipes and plates and rods, all down there. That's where we're producing our steel up there. We've got steel pipes and steel beams being made, as well as encased industrial beams. Down there is where we're producing our refined SAM. And then, if we wait until... are you crashing, or are you just ducking? You're just ducking, good. Yeah, if we wait until the moth swings back around... There we go, we've looped around. We're now heading back over our steel production here. Over there in the distance, you can probably just about make out, there is a new building. That is on the Caterium node that was underneath the rocks that we had to explode. I've built up basically just a very small factory to convert the Caterium ore into ingots, and we'll go over and have a look at what we're doing with that in a minute. Okay, so here we are, we're going over our main factory here. Let's jump off. And we'll drift across to here. So this is our new Caterium plant. So this is just building up a stock of Caterium ingots, which are being fed into a truck stop, as you can see. And this truck stop is attached to a road that goes in underneath our main building. If we drop down a bit more. There we go. Yeah, this is where we are. Right. So we've built up our little tunnel here, so we've got some design elements here and some lights so we can see what we're doing, as you can see. If we come out the other side, here we go. As you can see, we've got fences down the side of this roadway to stop me from just hurling myself off into the abyss. Down here, I've set up a miner on this limestone node here and connected it to the... limestone coming out from that node there, just feeding through into a few constructors to make us concrete. And that's going into storage here, and it's also going into a dimensional depot right there. And if we have a look, we have got a lot of stuff now going into dimensional storage. Everything we are producing currently, as well as modular frames and reinforced iron plates, which we're not currently producing, but all of this stuff is going into dimensional storage so that we have access to it all the time, which is lovely. That road continues up that way to the other Caterium node that is on that little outcropping there. I haven't set up anything up there. I've just put in the road and the truck stop so we can ferry the ingots from that end up there and process it all into Quickwire up that end. Now, what else have I done? Well, down this end, I've basically sort of closed things, or started closing things off, and making this into an actual factory rather than just a collection of building parts. Oh, our little friend disappeared, but I did manage to find another one, so we now have Good Boy the Second. Yeah. I don't know where the other one went, it just vanished. So we'll see what happens to Good Boy the Second. And over here you can probably see we've got some more building work that's going on. So this is the thing that I started whilst I was recording, and I have since deleted. Sorry about that. This is going to be, or this is set up to be, a factory to produce reinforced iron plates. That's all this is. We've got... 6 iron nodes, 4 over there, 2 over there, and they are all feeding in to this ground floor here. which is our logistics floor, which feeds the ore up onto the next floor from both ends, and also brings the ingots down this end. So if we have a look on the actual factory floor, where's my stairs? There they are. Stairs, I mean ramp. So here we just have a bank of smelters. So this is turning all of that ore into ingots, and then feeding it back down to the logistics floor, which feeds it up through in these conveyor lifts up to the next floor. And on the next floor we have logistics, and that feeds up onto this floor. Alright, and here we've got a bunch of constructors making plates, and a bunch of constructors making screws. And all of these eventually feed out into this building, where we have a bunch of assemblers set up to make reinforced iron plates. And those are feeding out into storage there, and again, interdimensional storage right there. Now this hasn't been turned on. As you can see, there is nothing except for ore on any of these conveyors. So we've got the miners connected up. We just have to connect up the two factories. I also noticed that our power wasn't great. We weren't using a great deal because everything at the moment is kind of ground to a halt because it's not going anywhere. But we were pushing our maximum production. Well, not our maximum production, but our coal generation production. That 1800 megawatts there is the new value. I've connected up the third of the coal nodes up at our generator and fed that into actual generators. So we're getting a bit more power, a third more power basically. Now, I think all I need to do is connect that up to there. It seems to have increased. Right. Okay, so the ore is now moving, which means, oops, we should start getting ingots, and we should start getting ingots going up there. And in theory, they should be going both ways. Have I not connected everything up? Or is it just going to take a little longer for this to get here? There we go. Okay. Okay, good, 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 good. So, up on the next floor, our logistics should start feeding through. This isn't balanced particularly well, but it should work in theory. And then we've got all of our machines up here which are starting to function, so we should be getting plates out of here. There we go, plates out of there. And screws out of here. He says. We should definitely be getting screws out of here. There we go, there's some screws coming out of there. Good, good, good. Okay, and they should start feeding across these conveyors. There we go, we've got some plates going in already. So we're just waiting for screws now. Just waiting for screws. Any minute now we should start getting some screws coming through here. Any moment. Just waiting for screws. It's like my teenage years, just waiting for screws. There we go. Finally, we've got some screws coming through here. And we should be getting some through on the other line as well, but we won't worry about that just yet. Oh, there we go. Yep, we're definitely getting some through. Excellent stuff. Right. So, these should, in theory, be filling up. There we are. Screws going in. You don't have any iron plates yet. Why not? Have I not connected up the iron plates properly? What? I've definitely connected this up wrong. Right. Give me 5 minutes and we'll figure out what's wrong with this then. Okay, so as it turns out, I had completely messed up the feeds down here. Just complete anarchy it was. I was very tired when I did it, obviously. Right. Okay, so we have screws coming in on those two and plates coming in there. Right, let's... Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, I think I fixed it. I really don't know what I did with that. Right, let's connect all of this back up again. So you connect up there. You connect up there. And you connect up there. Okay. Now, let's see if that has worked. Okay, that looks a little bit better now. We have 3, 4, 5 of the machines. Okay, they're all now working. Good. They are now all producing reinforced iron plates. That's good. So they'll now be feeding into our storage here as well. Excellent stuff. There we go. We are full because we did have a storage bin down there with reinforced iron plates in them that I've connected up to a dimensional depot. So if we head down under there, we can have a look at and see what we've got. Okay, here we are underneath our main factory then. So this storage container is full of modular frames. As you can see, we have 2 storage containers full of modular frames. They are feeding up into dimensional storage. So we use them out of the dimensional storage. As we use them out of the dimensional storage, they'll filter up and refill. We have some smart plating over here that isn't doing anything. We've got some reinforced iron plates still in there feeding up into that dimensional storage. We've got iron rods there. I think we've got plates here. Yeah, plates here. Rotors over here. And this is concrete as well. So we've got a bunch of random stuff in storage under here. Some of them will go as and when. We've also got, if I jump over here, some random storage out here. We've got screws over here. And then we've got an empty storage bin there. And up there we've got the random stuff that was in storage underneath there before I moved everything. So this is where all our sort of Summers Loop and Mercer Spheres and all of that are. Yeah, that's basically what we've got over here. I will at some point combine all of this stuff into proper storage as and when. Yeah, that's where we are currently. So what we ideally want to be doing this episode, unless I get distracted again, is finishing off our Caterium run. So that means coming up this end and building up a little factory to process the ore from this miner that's up here. Do I have any miners on me? I do not. Let me go and make a couple of miners before we go anywhere. There we go. I should only need one because I think there's a portable miner up there already. So I should be able to make a Mark II miner out of that. Yeah, so we need to do that. We need to process the ore that's coming out of the node that's up there, and we need to turn all of those ingots into Quickwire. So let's go and set that up, shall we? Okay, here we are then. It's a little bit noisy because obviously we've got waterfalls either side, but that's okay. I'm thinking, where can we put the miner? Let's have a look. Oh, right there, so we can send it pretty much anywhere we want. I think sending it out that way is probably not a bad idea, because then we can process all of. Let's put it straight at least, shall we? No, it's not going to allow me to place it straight until I put in some more foundations. All right, okay, fine. Okay, let's try that again then. Oh, yeah, that's straight, isn't it? Perfect. Okay, right. So we'll send that out that way. How much are you going to produce? 240 a minute, which means we need the same as we've got at the other end, which is 5.33 smelters, I think. They need 45 each, I think. So, oh, there we go. Yeah, 5.33. Yeah, I'd already checked that. That shows how good my memory is, doesn't it? Okay. Let's get ourselves some foundations, set in this way. Right, that's the basic setup for our smelters then. So this one at the end is running at 33%. The other 5 are running at 100%. Obviously, again, the loads aren't going to be particularly balanced, but that's fine. It's Caterium. We don't use a huge amount of Caterium, so, you know, we're good for the moment. So this will be producing about 80 a minute. And we're also producing 80 a minute down the other end. So that's going to give us a total of essentially 160 a minute if we can keep that supply up, which we should be able to do. It's not a particularly long trip for it, so we should be able to keep topped up reasonably well. Now, what are we looking at? We're looking at constructors, aren't we? Let's have a look. Quickwire, you need 12 a minute. 12 a minute. Okay, so 14 constructors. Now, what's the best way to do this? Okay, I think the best way to do this is going to be feed everything into a storage and then feed out from... Is that the best thing to do? Right, we need 14 constructors, don't we? That's a terrible number. Okay, yeah. No, we'll feed... I don't know. I don't know what the best way to do this is. Let me have a think and I'll come back with an idea. Okay, there we go. We've got ourselves a little glass foundation, or glass ceiling floor there, because that gives us a nice little view down into the water beneath. We're going to go down and put some lights in there at some point so we can light that up, and then we'll do something at the front here to make a feature of the waterfall itself. But yeah, this is what we have. We've got ourselves 14 constructors, each making Quickwire. These two at the end on each one are set to 66%, because I think that's right for each half, as it were. So all of these feed out into a lift that brings it up here, and into a series of lifts along the front here into these constructors. These ones on this side are connected up also through a lift round this corner and down into the, or up from rather, the truck station down there. Now, we don't actually have any fuel around here at the moment. The only coal we have is up by our steel. We could probably do something with that and get a little bit of that sent over to the truck station down that end. But the first thing I want to do is actually get this lot started. We don't need that there. That was just so I could check things. Yeah, so we'll need to connect this up to the power. So I guess I'll just lay in power poles along the edge of the road and connect up down there somewhere. So let me do that and I'll be right back. So I've upgraded our coal miner over here to a Mark II, and I am splitting off some of that coal and sending it over a very, very rough conveyor belt. That's the word I was looking for. All the way around here, looping through this wreckage and up into our Caterium factory here. All the way around the edge and up into the back of our truck stop. So there we go. Our truck stop here will be getting fuel, so I can now, that is already connected to the power, so I just need to connect power up to the Caterium system at the other end. we now have some power connections. So we've got some lights spread all the way down. I'm using those basically as power poles to spread the power down. And we just need to connect up down here. And in theory, half of our Caterium setup should start functioning. In theory. But let's have a look. So we just need to connect up that to that. And then we'll dash up the ladder. Okay, now. Oh, that sounds hopeful. There we go. We are producing some Caterium ore. Now, that should all go in there and start being turned into ingots. Give it a second to... there we go. That's the first three. That's the second three all working together. Right, that's brilliant. That's all started working. So, we're starting to get ingots come down this way. So they should come into here first. There we go, up there. So we should start seeing ingots dropping down into our constructors on this side. I think it's on this side. Pretty sure it's on this side. We've only got Mark II belts running this, so there we go. Excellent stuff. Right, we aren't actually feeding it out anywhere at the moment, but we will see to that shortly. So, the next thing I need to do is get ourselves a truck set up, don't we? Yeah. Right, do I have... I should have everything on me, I think, to build a truck. A tractor, rather. No, I don't have rotors. Right, we do have some in storage. Let me go and grab some rotors.
Tractors can use any type of fuel and have a self-driving feature, much like Pioneers, only more reliable. While driving, you can record a path to automate vehicle resource transportation. Unlike early self-driving vehicles, tractors will not spy on you. Your employee data is already fully subject to other means of surveillance.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Thanks, Ada. You're very helpful. And Saki, which I appreciate. Okay, right. I have built ourselves a tractor, as you could probably infer from Ada's interjection there. I forgot to go and grab some fuel for it, but I have now remedied that. There we go. We have some coal. No, I don't want to open the crafting bench. I want to drive it. Right. Okay, let me set up the path then. And I'll try and do it without crashing. Okay. That should do it. There we go. So let's save the path. This is Caterium. Is this a tractor or a truck? I think this is a tractor, isn't it? There we go. Now we can load the path, and we can enable autopilot and hop out, and that should do its thing. Right, let's dash back up to the other end and see if that all works. Here comes our tractor. Should be fully loaded. This should be all set up, he says. Yep, it's set to unload. It is connected to the power. So in theory, this should unload a bunch of Caterium ingots for us. If it doesn't, I've made it... Oh, no, there we go. We've got the Caterium ingots coming out already. Excellent stuff. Right, that works. So this should load up into our constructors and start making more Caterium wire for us. Yeah, that's good. Right, now I need to figure out what I'm going to do with all of this. It's a very good question. I think we will... Okay, I know what we're going to do. We'll stick ourselves a conveyor wall in there, I think. Oh, do we want a conveyor wall? No. No. Let's keep doing this as we have been. And we will put ourselves our conveyor wall in there, and then we'll lift everything up and bring it along here. We don't... we can keep those, that's fine, because we want to come around the back, so... we'll bring it up along there. And we'll do the same on the other side. And connect up. Right, I'll get on and do this. And then we'll pop it into some temporary storage. And then I'll be back. And now we have Quickwire going into storage. As you can see, it's pretty messy, but it's working. What I can do is, I think... I can stick us a dimensional storage on top of there. And we'll pop in just a Mark II belt on there. And in theory, we're now loading Quickwire into our dimensional depot. Isn't that good? Excellent stuff. Right, that's that sorted. Obviously, we don't really use Quickwire a huge amount, but we might do at a later point, especially if we actually start looking at some of these alternate recipes. So, that's that sorted. We have Quickwire being produced. We can come up here once I've got the hover pack, so I'm not going to fall to my death immediately when I try and build around the waterfall. But I would like to do something around this to sort of make a feature of it, if you know what I mean. Whether that will ever happen, I hope it will. I expect it will, sooner or later, somehow. Okay, right. I'm not sure we can really put it off any longer, and I'm going to have to start looking at what we need to do to make things like smart plating and versatile frameworks, which means making modular frames, which are... That's a good question. Plates and rods. Okay. Okay. That's fine. We can do that. It means setting up another factory unit, but it's only going to need to be a small one, and it can be basically directly between this section and that section over there. If we... Come on, get up onto the wall, please. There we go. Yeah, because we're producing rods, I think, actually in that building there. So just bringing them out of there and connecting them up with the reinforced plates over there shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then, what do we need to meet? Come on. Oh, that's the wrong one. Come on. Versatile frameworks. There we go. We need to mix them with steel beams, which are being made up there. Okay, that's probably going to be another tractor route, isn't it? I think. Let's have a look. So... yeah, so our rods are being produced, I think, as I say, in that building, or possibly that building there, which is less useful, but it is what it is. Plates over there. I suppose we could sort of just meet them somewhere over there, couldn't we? Make the modular frames over there and then connect straight to the steel that's up that end to make the versatile frameworks. That's not too difficult, right? What about the... what's it called? Automated wiring, that's what it's called. Right, we're not making stators, are we? This is exactly what someone was talking about in the comments. Because I was quite dismissive of the iron wire recipe, but that's exactly what it's for, isn't it? So you can make iron wire, iron pipes, and make stators straight out of an iron node. Yeah. Alright, let's go and have a quick look at our available recipes then. Okay, here we are at the MAM. What do we have? Do we have the iron wire, or have we already dismissed that one? Iron wire or Caterium wire? Ooh, iron wire. Thank you very much. We will take that. Right. Now we can make stators out of any old iron mine. Excellent stuff. Right. Have we... I don't think we've connected up all of the iron up at the steel end yet, have we? No. Is there any iron closer? All connected up. All connected up. Really? So that's all of those. That's all connected up there. That's those three. That's those three. I didn't... That didn't even pick up the iron mines up by the steel production. That's... Yeah, the range is terrible on that. Right, I know there are other iron mines around, and I'm pretty sure there's some up by our SAM. So let me go and see if I can find those. There's our SAM collection stuff. We've got our steel production over there, and just over there, there's a couple more iron nodes. Oh, and a hog. Hello, hog. No, I want my... There we are. How you doing? You all right? Sorry. Right. Normal and normal. Right, I think we've got what we're going to be doing next episode then. We're going to be setting up stator production up here using just iron. Yeah. Alright, well I think we'll leave it there for this episode. As I say, I'm sorry that so much had been done between episodes. That wasn't my intention. I will endeavour to not delete the episodes that I've been working on. I genuinely don't know how I did that. I really don't. Yeah, still angry with myself. But, nevertheless, we will come back next episode and we will start working on stator production up here. I will set up the basics between episodes. So I'll literally sort of put some platforms in, get our miners in, and then figure out how we're going to process that ore. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. It really does help the channel out. I'm trying to get back onto a more regular upload schedule, but I mean, Satisfactory takes forever to record episodes for. Every sort of half-hour, 40-minute episode is 7 or 8 hours worth of actual gameplay normally. I mean, most of that is me procrastinating and running around, but still. I will endeavour to get that sped up a little bit, and obviously going back to a more regular upload schedule with my Timberborn videos and things like that. So, let me know what you think of the episode in the comments. Give me any suggestions, hints, tips, and so on. Thank you very much to everybody who already does that. And please join us next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Satisfactory. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And bye-bye.